Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It is currently 5:21 a.m. I know I can't film otherwise. There's too much noise outside, too much kids playing, so waking up early is the only option I have. For today's video, I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys a review and swatch video on the new Sephora Favorites Superstars set. So I recently did a review and swatch video on the Sephora Favorites Glow For It set. I will have the link down below in regards to the video and the link for this. But this is really where it's at, I feel like. I will have the link down below for this as well. You can purchase it on Sephora's site for $75 US, and I don't believe it's available in Canada, which is a huge bummer. So here's how the box looks up close. It's in this really nice bluish white type of color. There's a little sleeve to it too, indicating which products are included in here. So there are 11 products in total. 3 of them are full size and 8 of them are deluxe sizes. You just pull this sleeve off and then that's how the box looks, and then you open it up just like that. And then that's how everything is situated. I really love the presentation of it because it's actually really pretty and like aesthetically pleasing. Okay, so love how it's presented on the inside. You can totally take out this plastic piece, by the way. One second. And just, you know, use this box for anything random. What I like to do with these boxes is actually give it to my mother. She's very into like arts and crafts and just like decorating, so I've given her a whole bunch of these Sephora Favorite boxes and she's putting it to good use. So I do enjoy these boxes that they provide. All right, so here's again how everything looks. We're gonna go ahead and go through everything. I'll tell you guys what I think of the products, if I think it's a worth it set to pick up or not. So buckle up because it's gonna be quite a long one. The first product that's included in here is the Smashbox Primerizer, and in here we are receiving 0.50 fluid ounces of product. This is one that I wanted to purchase for the longest time ever. I went through a few deluxe size samples of these, but never went ahead and purchased the full size. Now I don't feel the need to because I have this. It's in a plasticky type of bottle. I believe the full size is in a glass bottle. There's a pump to it, so you just squeeze out a little bit like that. And basically what this is a primer and a moisturizer in one. So if you're rushing in the morning or if you don't have time to put a moisturizer, you can just totally go in with something like this. You have your moisturizer and primer in one, like I just said. It blends out really nicely. It has more of like a slippery, wettish type of feel, but I do find that it does moisturize pretty nicely. It's not as moisturizing as my actual moisturizers, but I mean, if I'm in a rush in the morning, I'd rather put something like this on than put no moisturizer on at all, you know? It is pretty hydrating for a primer, and especially if you have drier skin, I think you would absolutely love this. I'm really happy to have this size in my life. The next product that's included in here is this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this is in the shade Champagne Pop. Of course, this is a deluxe size. So this is actually the highlighter that I have on my face today. I really enjoy this. I actually own it in the full size and in a few different palettes as well. I just think it's a really beautiful, universally flattering type of color. Now, if you do have a lighter skin tone, this might be a bit deep, but the reason why I say universally flattering is because if you go with a light hand, it could show up really beautifully. That's how it looks right over there. It has a gorgeous champagniness to it. And honestly, I do have to say, if there's one brand who has it down with their formula in regards to their highlighters, Becca's where it's at, you know? Like, I love so many other highlighters, of course, but Becca's always super consistent with their highlighters. I feel like they just apply really nicely. They don't emphasize texture. They're really easy to build up. You can wear it lighter, you can wear it more heavier. And honestly, anytime I speak to anyone who's not into makeup but they just have the basics, I always ask them what highlighter they're wearing, and it's always a Becca highlighter, which is saying something, you know what I mean? So even though I do own this already, I am happy that they included Champagne Pop and not Opal, because they always include Opal. So if I had to choose between like Opal and Champagne Pop, I prefer Champagne Pop, and I know that the full size of this is super pricey. So having this small size in your life, if you've never tried it, is a big deal, and this will last you like forever. Next up, we have the Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 primer and setting spray, and in here we are receiving 1 fluid ounces of product. So it says here that it's silicone-free, alcohol-free, and oil-free, which is amazing to know. The spray on it is really, really nice. You pretty much just need like 2 sprays and you're good to go. One thing I will say about this is the scent is not my go-to scent of life. I feel like it's a little bit overpowering for me since I'm very sensitive to scents. I'm just not about the scent of this. I feel like it kind of smells like car servicey, you know what I mean? I don't know, at least the car service is in New York. Other than that, I feel like it did prime beautifully and it did set my makeup in nicely as well. I feel like everything is just synced in and perfectly looking, you know, and it's thanks to this. Next up is this deluxe size Dior Show Mascara. Okay, so I've been really enjoying the other Dior Show Plump in Volume Mascara. I received that in my Sephora Favorites Luxe at Sephora set. And now that I have this one, I'm actually really excited. I think I might have received this in the past, but never really like paid attention to it. It has a natural bristled wand and it's really like thick and fluffy. I hear a ton of people absolutely loving this, and honestly, I think that I would probably too, because these are the kind of wands I generally gravitate towards, like the bigger, fluffier ones, because I feel like it really coats the lashes beautifully and just makes a statement, you know? So I haven't tried this, or maybe I did in the past, but I have really, really high hopes for this, and I'm sure it's gonna perform really, really nicely. The next product that's included in here is the Liora Loose Translucent Setting Powder. So I have my Big Daddy Loose Translucent Setting Powder by Liora here. It's what I use on my face today. Absolutely love this. It was actually in my favorites video, like the larger one, and it's one that I can't stop using. Like, I love setting my under eyes with it, I love baking with it, I like setting my entire face with it occasionally. It's one that does not leave a white cast, so it makes me extremely comfortable to use, you know, at night when I'm going to be taking some pictures, flash photography, all that stuff. So honestly, there's not, like, there aren't enough things I could say about this to tell you guys how amazing this actually is. If you've never tried it, you will fall in love, so just stay tuned. And if you have tried it, you know how amazing it is. You know how amazing it is. So that's the next product that's included. The next product that's included is from Fenty Beauty, which is really exciting, and this is her Pro Filter Primer. And in here we are getting 0.13 fluid ounces of product, plus there's a baby pump, which I totally appreciate. I love when brands keep the pumps in these baby products. It just makes things so much easier and so much more cuter and fun. Anyways, the packaging of this is really nice. You just squeeze a little bit out. It has like this creamy color to it. It's pretty nice and moisturizing. That's how it looks. It sinks into the skin really beautifully. I don't find that it necessarily fills in my pores as well as like the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer or the Origins, or the Origins Pore Perfecting Cooling Base. But I still think it does a nice job overall. It kind of like soothes out your entire face, and it's a really great primer to use on bottom of your foundation, of course. I am pretty excited about this. I've only used it a few times, so I still want to put it to the test to see if I really enjoyed it, if I don't. But so far, so good. And I know that the full size of this is so freaking pricey. They did include the Smashbox Primerizer and this as well, so it would have been nice to have a different product in here, maybe like a small bronzer or something, because I feel like it could be a bit excessive with like too many primers or too many eyeliners or too many this or that. But these are really nice products, and this one is newer to the makeup game, so very excited for this nonetheless. The next product that's included in here is from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is her Magic Cream. In here we are receiving 0.52 fluid ounces of product. Even though this is not a makeup product, I'm still very happy to have it in here because Charlotte Tilbury is so expensive, and just this is a great way to test it out, you know? I'm very happy about this. It smells so freaking good. I still didn't have a chance to use it on my face, but the consistency of this, oh my god, the consistency of this moisturizer is thicker than actual life itself. It has a very, I don't know, maybe like suntanny type of smell, like suntan lotion scent, which I'm so freaking about. I could see something like this being something that I really enjoy. I'll keep you guys posted in like my weekly makeup video, but I so far from like first impression, just like swatching it and smelling it, I could see this being a really, really nice one. Plus, I love the packaging. It's like luxe. All right, moving on to the next product. This actually matches my nails, which I think is so cute. This is one of the Kat Von D studded lipsticks in the shade Underage Red. Of course, I'm gonna put this on because I know you guys love to see how the lip products look, so give me 1 second. Okay, so this is how the shade looks once it's on. It's a really nice, I would say, watermelon-y kind of red. Not necessarily a Christmassy kind of color, but I'm feeling this vibe. Like, I feel like this color and a yellow shirt goes just so well. It just goes so well. Anyways, that's how it looks like once it's swatched. I think that the formula is really nice. It's a matte finish, but it doesn't feel drying on the lips. And it's one that does last a long time. I feel like throughout the day, it does kind of diminish like in the inner part of the lips, but that's like with a lot of lip products. But for a matte lipstick, it's actually, like I mentioned, very comfortable. So I love this. All right, now we're moving on to the full-size product. So this is one of the full-size products. This is the Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Kitten Karma. I already own this in the full size, but I'm still gonna open this new one and swatch it and use it and love it because the Stila Glitter and Glows are just bomb. really there's no words. I think that they're coming out with these small little holiday sets, and you guys know I'm going to be picking those up because they're such a good value, but that's how it looks once it's swatched. As you guys can see, it's a beautiful kind of like peachy bronzy color with a bunch of silver like glitters in there. It does feel a little bit gritty at times, like on the eye, but oh my god, if you want to take your eyeshadow game to the next level of levels, love. And these are actually really expensive. They're 24 bucks each, so to have this in this set is a big deal. I know a ton of people have tried this also, but it's just such a classic good product that I feel like you just can't get enough, you know what I mean? So good. The next product that we have included in here is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Perversion, and this is a full size. I can't tell you guys how many times I repurchased this back in the day. I can't tell you how many times. So that's how the eyeliner swatches. This is the blackest eyeliner of life. Probably blacker than the Marc Jacobs Highliner eyeliners, more than the Essence eyeliners, which are two of my favorites. This is definitely up there too. I don't know, I seem to forget about it, and I've used it so much in the past. I don't use it so much these days, but now to have it again in my life, so freaking good. It's not even in the shade black, it's Perversion. Yeah, Perversion. So nice on the waterline. It does stay put throughout the day. If you want to go for that like really sultry look, or if you wear a black eyeliner every single day, this will be one that you will fall in love with, and honestly, that's a promise. And then moving on to the final product that's included in this set, this is the ABH Brow Wiz in the shade Medium Brown, and this is a full size as well. So this is actually the product that I have in my brows today. So if you guys like how my brows look, then this is what I use. If you don't like how my brows look, then this is also what I use. I've gone through probably like 3 or 4 of these in the past year to 2 years, and I really do enjoy them. I like this one, and I like the CoverGirl like thin brow pencil. Those are my 2 favorite. This is in the shade Medium Brown, and I know Medium Brown is not universally flattering, but it's like the shade that's totally in the middle. So if you have deeper brows, you can totally go heavier with this, and I think you'll be good to go. If you have lighter brows, you can just use a lighter hand, and again, you'll be good to go. I find that the formula of these brow wizzes are super nice. They're not waxy at all. They're pigmented, but not like crazily pigmented, so it is very easy to create a nice brow effect without looking too heavy and like too there, you know? What? Basically, it's a perfect go-to everyday brow pencil, and you can go very dramatic with it but still look very defined and like fresh, but you can also go very light and feathery with this brow pencil too. And it has a spoolie on the other side, and I have one that's currently in rotation here, right over here, and this is one that I actually got in a different Sephora favorite set. So even though it's kind of like a repeat, for me it's something that's worth it, because I don't know how easy I would just go and purchase this, you know, for regular price, because it's expensive. You know, I'd rather just purchase my CoverGirl one, but now that it's in here, I don't have to repurchase it for a pretty long time. So that's pretty much it in regards to these Sephora Favorites Superstar sets. So now down to my thoughts. I will say that even though there are about 2 or 3 products that I currently own that's included in this set, I'm still very happy with everything that's included. Of course, I would have wished if they would have put, you know, 1 or 2 different things that we typically don't see, yes. But generally, as a whole, I am happy with it. I'm happy that it's 75 bucks as opposed to $80, because usually these Sephora favorite sets are 80 bucks. So, you know, I saved my ass $5. But then besides for that, there are so many products in here that I'm so excited to use that I haven't really tested out, or I had it in a deluxe size, but I didn't want to purchase it in the full size. And then also, it's bringing me back to this, which is honestly one of the biggest deals for me. Plus, the Stila Glitter and Glows, I'm obsessed. So for me, it was a worth it set to pick up. I guess it all depends on preferences. I know that there are people who tested some of these products out. I know there are people who didn't test these products out. I know that there will be many who will be happy with this set. I know there will be many who will be disappointed with this set. I mean, it's inevitable that we'll have a little bit of everything. But for me, just personally, I am very happy with it. And I think that if you were curious about even like 8 products in here, or you've tested it out and you wanted it again in your life, and this is a set for you to pick up. And then of course, if you don't think it's worth it, then you do not have to pick it up, obviously. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would absolutely love to know what your thoughts and comments are below on this set. Let me know if you're gonna pick it up. Let me know if it's worth it for you for the 75 bucks and all that jazz. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.